Set 21333, Vincent van Gogh, The Starry Night, is a LEGO Idea set. It comes with 2,316 pieces, one minifigure. It is for the ages of 18 and up, and was released June 1st, 2022, with an early VIP access date of May 25th of the same year. It retails in Canada for $219.99 Canadian, in the US for $169.99 US, in the UK for £149.99, and in the rest of Europe for €169.99, with Finland included in that price for once. So, on the front of a set, you have a nice large picture of a set with a little Van Gogh character in sort of the bottom left of the frame. To the left, sort of near the top, is The Starry Night, with LEGO Ideas number 140 or 0441 below that. And that means that it is the 41st set to come out of the LEGO Ideas line. Near the bottom, you have the LEGO logo. On the very bottom, on that sort of mosaic LEGO piece background of what looks like sort of a dirty sand color type brick, is the LEGO Ideas logo. On the very right is the set information, and just above that is MoMA, or however it's pronounced, but it is the Museum of Modern Art where the Starry Night currently resides. On the back of the set, you have the LEGO logo top left. You have a nice big picture of a set hanging on the wall, and Vincent van Gogh sort of below it on a little desk there, painting on the little picture of the set that you get included there. You have the ideas on the upper right, so you can share your idea. You gather support of about 10,000 votes. LEGO will review it, and if it gets picked, your idea will become a set, and you'll be paid part of, I don't know if it's the revenue from the set, but you do get paid for it, which is a nice way to get LEGO builders, actually paid off the work, who aren't officially affiliated with the LEGO company. Bottom left is the actual picture of the set, and it says Vincent van Gogh, Dutch, 1853 to 1890, The Starry Night, Saint-Rémy, June 1889, on an oil canvas 29 by 36 and a quarter inch, or 73.7 by 92.1 centimeters. The Museum of Modern Art, New York, acquired through the Lili Piblis bequest by exchange, so they must have exchanged some artworks there. To the right of that is the actual dimensions of a LEGO set, which is 11 inches, which is 11 by 15.5 inches, or 28 by 38 centimeters. And from the back to the front, because it is sort of a 3D type of set, you have 4.5 inches or 12 centimeters. And to the right, it shows Vincent van Gogh on a little platform that can be put in multiple positions from the bottom right corner of the set. And you have the Museum of Modern Art logo to the right of that again. On one side, you have where all the components are made and distributed, along with a warning that due to small parts, there's a potential choking hazard if children 0 to 3 consume them, so you gotta watch out for that. It has the little information about Vincent van Gogh and the actual art piece that was on the back, on the side here in 2 different languages, and it has the name of the set in another language along with LEGO Ideas number 42 there. On the other side, which goes vertical, you have LEGO logo on the top. You have the Museum of Modern Art logo below that. Below that is another picture of a set. Below that is LEGO Ideas 41. On the top, you have a LEGO logo top left. You have a picture of Vincent van Gogh painting The Starry Night, the LEGO one. You have the name of a set in yet another language with LEGO Ideas 41 again. And you have the actual size indicator, which looks like it is a 6x6 circular piece with the moon print on it, because there's a bunch of pieces to get some of the prints that aren't easily built in LEGO there. And the bottom of the set on that mosaic background has the usual UPC recycling and trademark information. So, nice big set. You have 2 pieces of tape on either side. So all it is simply cut them and open the box, and I do not think, and I am correct, there's no box inside of it for other pieces in the instructions. Okay, so here are the contents of the set. You have 20 bags labeled 1 to 9, with bags 1 has 2, 3 has 2, 5 has 5, 6 has 4, and 7 has 8, and 9 has 2, with 4, 2, and 7 having a single bag each. You have 2 6x16 black plates. Something I've never seen before, which is very interesting, is a little fold-out thing here. We're making our packaging more sustainable. We're transitioning from single-use plastic to paper-based packaging. As we progress, you may find a mix of plastic and paper in our boxes. So it looks like they are officially announcing in Lego sets they're transitioning to the paper, which is interesting because they added this to my set, and even though it's nice to know I have no paper stuff in here, it looks like no stickers, which is nice. And the instruction booklet comes in a plastic bag. So on the front, you have a very nice little picture of the Starry Night, a bit of a Starry Night, sort of cropped in along with the Museum of Modern Art logo there and stuff. On the inside, you have the story. So you have a little short biography of Vincent van Gogh in 2 languages and a couple bits of his art and other things like that. You have a history of the Starry Night in sort of English and 2 other languages, along with a picture of the set with an actual size comparison. So it shows a picture of the actual painting and then a picture of the set, which is that compares to this. So if we were getting an actual to scale set, it would be about 5 or probably many times larger than it shows there. You also have 2 pages for meeting the actual designer of the set. So Truman Cheng, who from Hong Kong, PhD student in medical robotics, actually created this. You see what the original set would have looked like, and I sort of wish we had got the original set. The original set in some places actually looks more detailed. Instead of using things like the circular dishes and stuff for certain parts of the set, he actually just has it. It's more creative. So I sort of do wish that we did get the original set, but it is a pretty nice looking set either way. And then you have the actual artists who transformed it into the set that I will be building today for you all. And that's 2 pages there. So, oh cool, never want to be. So bags 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 do the actual sort of painting, or most of the painting of a set, and 6, 7, 8, and 9 will do all of the cosmetics on the background of the set, the actual picture frame, and the little like sort of tree or whatever thing that's on the left side of the set. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 also do Van Gogh, so I can put that out there. On the back, you have, it's clear that to paint a Starry Night, it's not nearly enough to put white spots on blue-black. It's a quote from Vincent van Gogh, and that's in 3 languages there. You on the inside page you have feedback and wins, so you can enter, let's say for a set that you build, to give them feedback, what you liked, didn't like, what they could improve, and you're entered in a chance to win a Lego set. So always enter the survey. You can win free Lego sets. 3 pages of parts. There is the Lego ideas. There are 2 pages for Lego ideas. The thing, share your idea, gather the support, Lego review, and new Lego products. So it shows the globe, which I've reviewed and you can check out right above, right in the upper corner. Sonic the Hedgehog and the Home Alone sets. And it looks like throughout this book, there will be parts of this, if I can find them. It just looks like there will be bits and bobs of little information based on what I'm looked like there was. Well, there's a page here of stuff written in other languages. So yeah, so basically all the information on here, any of the little blurbs on the front couple pages that were beside the picture were all in English, and you can find them all on the back. And then you have a picture of the completed set just hanging up on one of the other pages. So for packaging, I'm going to give us a 4 out of 5. There was nothing inherently special about this packaging. It was just the average Lego packaging. There was no bent instructions, so it doesn't, I'm not going to ding it on my ratings for that, but it wasn't amazing like the Titanic or Colosseum, which has amazing packaging, and some of the UCS Star Wars sets. So it's just going to get a 4 out of 5. There are timestamps in the description below if you want to skip around to different parts of the video, you don't like the time-lapse and want to see how I actually, the ratings I give and who I think it's for, then you can use those. And I will be watching a video on my laptop in front of me, and when I speed it up, it can look a little weird because sometimes I pay attention to it. And let's begin. Okay, so here's the set. You have an orange brick separator. You have a couple little pieces here that are extra. You do get a bunch of like about 8 of the 1x4 plates in different colors, and the instructions do say that they are extra, so you don't need to worry about that if you find them and going, which level did I miss? You didn't. They do have a couple extra little bits for the main background section here. So you do get a considerable amount of pieces. You get one minifigure, so it'd be Vincent van Gogh. So he has a nougat, a sort of orange nougaty color adult pants with a bit of a sort of rundown trouser print on the front of him. He has a light blue torso with a rundown sort of shirt and undershirt and like blue shirt, sort of dark blue-gray undershirt. And the arms also have the print on them. The arms are light blue. He has light nougat hands. He has a light nougat head with a single print on one side. It's sort of blank type of face with very large orange beard. And he has flat orange hair that sort of goes down at the back to about the base of the head, and it's just very slick. For exclusive parts, I will not be doing exclusive parts in this. Every website that I found has been so, either the sites are saying that a bunch of exclusive parts that, for example, like this 1x4 Earth Blue, are, completely exclusive to the set when they're not. They're either saying that parts are exclusive when they have been in other sets, or they're just not even listing it. Like, none of the sites have listed the minifigure. None of the sites have listed that, as far as I can tell. This corner piece, sort of like little frame piece, is exclusive in the black color of the set. So at some point in the future, if the site's correct, I'll have a sort of like little bonus content thing that I've had to do. I did that for the typewriter set when that was early access, but I'll do that for this set if it doesn't, stuff finally gets corrected so that I can actually tell you what's exclusive. But no exclusive parts for this set because I do not have any of the information at all to make that judgment. So for the set, it's quite an impressive thing. You get the entire Starry Night here. So we'll start with a frame. The frame is pretty well built around here. On the back, you do get a art hanger or nail hanging piece here. So you can hang it on the wall, and that's in there really good. That's not coming out unless you try to dismantle this thing. The thing sort of sits around the corners. It locks into place around the corners, so it is very easy to pop it out of place. If you push on the back of this main section here and hold on to the frame, you can pop it out. But all in all, this is very good. All of these bits here are just attached onto the frame there. All of the cylinder bits here have prints on them for the Starry Night because there's a lot of detail, and that's one of the things I talked about in the instructions. The original had these just as normal Lego pieces and no prints, and it was more true to a sort of Lego build where you didn't have any stickers or any prints or anything to work with. You just had to work with Lego bricks to give you detail, and it was neat, but they decided to go this route. You have all the clouds swirling and the stars in the sky. The sky, which is, you can better see it from the back here, which is a lot of plates put on top of each other. It's quite excessive, and that was probably one of the most annoying parts of this build, was just doing that over and over again. You could probably catch that right about in the middle of a time lapse, you'd see that, but that was probably the most annoying part of it. You have the little sort of horizon area here, and then you have like the little hills, and everything is protruding outward, so that's how they get the effect of getting all of that detail into one spot. The little church and the houses here, little houses just dotting the backgrounds. You have this tree, I can't remember what it was called in the original one, but you have the tree right here, and that protrudes quite a bit, and that is if I can get it out without breaking anything, which I of course did. Oh crap, where did that one go? Probably right there. Was I right? Let me double check that, because I want to be right. That was not right. But yeah, so this is all built in one clump. This main section here is built in one part that you put on. So there are sections that you build. This is the most delicate. This is the one that you're going to break the easiest when you're moving it around. You have it being able to hang. So you have what is essentially a kickstand for the set on the left side here, which can also be used to hold the little painter stand if you don't want him just sort of, you know, if you're hanging the setup, or if you're not, you can have that kickstand there. You can take it off if you're hanging it up, or just leave it so that he's right there. But he does have it. You do have Van Gogh minifigure on there, and he does have an easel here with a little print on a 4x4 with like one side with like 4 studs of the actual Starry Night. So you can have a print of that, and he's painting what he's seeing here. It's actually pretty cool. The set was a little bit... I'm not going to say it's lackluster, because the set really is cool. It is a really cool set, and I'm quite impressed with it. It's not going to be a set that's for everyone. It's going to be sort of a having to wind down at the end of the day, but you're not going to build the entire thing kind of set. So for build, I'm going to give build... I think I'm going to give build a 4 out of 5. It was a pretty fantastic build. I would give it a 5 if some parts such as the background and the frame building were not extremely repetitive. In just, here's, so for the background, here's a bunch of plates that you're laying with. Sort of the only, you know, thing different is maybe you have to put out one of these jumper plates here that is hanging off of a side, or maybe you have to do... or, you know, you're putting different colors in different places. But other than that, that was repetitive. And the frame is basically, you're creating 2 sections. These 2 are built the same. I'm pretty sure, but these 2 here, the bottom and top, are also built the same, and then you put it together there. So a bit of repetition, but other than that, it was a really fantastic build, and just shows the whole 3D art effect, and it will be really interesting. It's not something I'm going to be curious, but they're coming out with a Rolling Stones, like the wide, you know, the mouth wide open set, which I'll probably put a, you know, picture over here somewhere. They're coming out with that, and that set is going to be more of a 3D art thing. So this is sort of the first iteration of that we're seeing, and it was really cool. And build's going to get a 4 because it is a really cool build and shows just how you can do that. The play, I'm going to give play a 0. Quite frankly, this is a put it on a desk or hang it on the wall and look at it. This is strictly a display, and the 18 plus is definitely deserved here, and that there's no real play to it at all, so I am going to give it a 0. None... In certain situations, when I'm giving these sets, you know, oh, this set gets a 0, it's not necessarily bad, it's just, you know, there wasn't any play to it. For the display, I'm going to give display a 5, and this is where that whole 0 play rating really, you know, doesn't really matter. This is strictly a display set. You either hang it on a wall or you have it on a shelf or table, just like I do right now, and it is going to look very incredible. No matter which way you look at it. It is a little weird with the whole 3D effect coming out of the wall, so you do have to watch out for that when you're walking by it. Unlike the other art ones, which are maybe even just about this thick, this one can go like, you know, it's about that thick. So you're going from that to about that. It's quite, you know, it's just something that you have to watch out on the wall, but it is a really fantastic display. The way that they did the swirling clouds and the background, while repetitive, does look really, does look a little neat, but I especially like the actual landscape section down here, and that's why display's getting a 5, because it just looks really good. For the value, for the piece to price is sort of, it's either sort of good or it's great. Like, the UK has it $150 for, you know, over 2,300 pieces, so it's fantastic there. In Canada, it's like $219.99, and it's, I mean, this is a pretty decent value here. You are getting a minifigure that, as far as we know, is exclusive to the set, along with a couple things. I think that his little paint palette there has exclusive little coloring on it, and you do get these round bits, which are probably going to be exclusive to the set. So I think I'm going to give value a 4. It's a pretty good value. It's not the greatest value you're getting, and it is mainly a display. Unlike some things, for example, like even the big Millennium Falcon, you know, is, I think, better value than this, because there's, you know, even if it's a display, there's a bunch of play to go along with this. But value's going to be a 4. It's not quite at a 5, and if there had been some play, I think it might have made 5, but it's really not there yet. So value is going to get a 4. This set's mainly for the guys who have to get every single Lego idea set. It's also for people who, quite frankly, like Vincent van Gogh and Lego, and can combine two things they like into one. But mainly the people I see building this is if you just want a set that will look really good by the end of it, and you're not feeling rushed to build it, and you just want to do little bits of time, or just do it to unwind, this is a good set for that. And I would recommend that for those types of people. So with that, I will see you all next time.